What's up, guys? I got a 4th gen standard match here for you today versus FearTheBeans. This is a doubleheader, so this is the first of 2 matches that I have for you today. I got some short ones, and I figured, you know, be kind of moot to just put them in a regular picture-in-picture narration. So we'll just do this style. This is also that bonus video I was talking about yesterday, so why not? We'll just get these 2 off my chest while I can. So he's going to lead with an Aerodactyl. I lead with my Lead Gallades, which is Life Orb with Jolly and Ice Punch and Shadow Sneaker, 2 of the moves, as you can see. So I got out of that exchange with just some Life Orb recoil, and his Aerodactyl is down. He brings in a Dragonite, which honestly kind of confused me, because the only thing he could really be relying on is if he was like Scarf, or if he had Banded Extreme Speed, or if he was maybe banking on winning the Speed tie. I don't really know. And then he brought in the Heracross, and I'm like, well, maybe that was a miss-switch-in? I don't know, because he brought in the Heracross, and then he went for the Megahorn, which is an OHKO, and I'm like, well, that would have done it earlier. So I'm glad Dragonite's out of the way, but it was just a weird move. Like, I don't know. It just was. So I bring in my Shaman here, and I know that Air Slash is going to be more than plenty to take it out. There was the risk that he was Scarfed. Actually, no, what am I talking about? No, there wasn't. He had the Guts going on. Just kidding. So I felt pretty confident, you know, switching that in. I took this match a while back, so forgive me for saying weird stuff. But he brings in Starmie. I don't want to stay in there and take the Ice Beam, so I'm going to go out to Raikou, who I know is not going to be the most stellar tanker without any setup on the Spec D side, but I can go ahead and keep Calm Minding in here, and that's what I plan on doing just in case, because I don't know. It seemed like a good idea at the moment. But he predicts a T-Bolt on my Calm Mind, and I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Calm Mind, and I really don't care. The funny thing is, I've never actually fought a Jolteon with a Raikou, and it kind of reminds me of that Burn Tower story that I was reading, where the 3 evolutions from the, what was it, the Dance Theater snuck into the Burn Tower, and then it burned down, and then Ho-Oh resurrected them as the legendary dogs. That was never mentioned in the game, so that's not really a canon story. But I don't know, I just found it kind of funny that Jolteon is facing up against his quote-unquote spirit evolution going on here. But going back to the thing, I'm just setting up behind a sub because I know I'll need a decent amount of 8 Calm Minds to hit him with a hidden power and 2-hit KO him. Plus, you know, if he's gonna hit me with Thunderbolt or Shadow Ball or whatever, and his Thunderbolt only does like 40 with Life Orb, I know that my hidden power is going to be doing some good damage. And it does. I forget if it's grass or ice at this point, but he's going to try to hit me with a hidden power of his own, show that he has it. And he does around 40 with Life Orb, and I'm like, this is my hidden power, so I'll take you out. And we're good to go, actually. Still sitting in here. Jolteon's out, which actually proves to be a pretty big check for the majority of my teams. And in comes a Snorlax, and I'm like, man, every time I get set up with a Raikou, a Snorlax comes in, and no matter how many Calm Minds I have, it just doesn't do enough. And he does like half, and he just, like, son of a bitch, man. Raikou's worst enemy is pretty much Snorlax. And now that I'm mentioning this, everyone's going to bring a Snorlax. But I bring in Shaman right here. And I'm thinking that Seed Flare, Life Orb Seed Flare, I know Snorlax is kind of specially stocky, but I think it should do the trick, and it doesn't. So he lives with the Nub, and he's going to go for the rest, but I did get the Spec D drop, so on my next hit after this, it should do a good amount of damage. I'm not 100% how much, but I want to stay and engage. I got plenty more Pokemon that'll take care of it. He turns out to be Resto Chesto, so I'm going to go for the Seed Flare again, knowing that he'll probably end up hitting me after this turn, because there's no way that -2 is going to be a 1-hit KO. So it's going, and it's doing more than last time because of the -2, and it brings him in the red, and I get another Spadef drop. He's going to go for the return. I think I end up living this because he's not really that boosted. So I go for another one, and it's a double down, me because of my Life Orb, and him because of the -4 Spec D drop. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my physical Kingdra. This is one of the 3 that I have, and all he has left is Starmie. So I know I can take any hit that Starmie has to offer me. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Dragon Dance, and provided that he didn't paralyze me or freeze me if he went for T-Bolt or Ice Beam, that I'd be good to go, and I could just take him out with a, well, after leftovers, hold on. Well, after that, the Outrage will kick in, and then that'll be a good game. I think that was a 3-0 or a 2-0, something of the sort. So this is the first match of 2. Not really sure what to put after this. Don't really know what to talk about. Just wanted to take the opportunity to thank those of you guys that came over from Blame Truth's 2 most recent battles against me. Those are actually quite old. We took those matches back in September. And yeah, I know, like, I think at least 10% of you that came over. I remember he uploaded this at around 4,000. I'm at like 4.4, so that's around 10% of you guys that came from his channel. So just want to thank you guys for being here and all that stuff, and hope you enjoy your stay with all that. If you guys got any questions, you can go ahead and ask in the comments. I'll try to answer a decent amount of them on this video, but for the most part, you can find a lot of information on Google, like how to screen record and all that stuff. Google and YouTube are your best friends, so if you've already looked there and you can't really find an answer to it, you're more than welcome to drop a comment, and I'll try to help you guys out. But in the meantime, we got another match with my buddy in real life, and I actually have to pause the microphone right here because I guess I left too much room in Vegas for it, so let me do that real quick. So with that picture I left there, I'll leave the link in the description. My shirt size is a small for those of you guys that want to send me some love. But for now, we got this match that I was talking about a couple months back. You guys remember that match that I said that I took when I was high and we decided to have a mixed match? Yeah, that's this one. So we'll go ahead and see how I do with it. I have a Scarfarachi out, and he's got his lead ape, which is probably going to fake out, set up a rock. So I'm going to go for the U-turn, break the sash, and we'll go ahead and U-turn out into something. Looks like it's Gorbis. I don't even remember this match. But he gets his rock set up, and then he's going to go for the close combat. I know I won't appreciate it too much, but the spec D-drop he's going to get is going to be more than plenty for me to take it out. And I guess I went for the Psychic, predicting a switch since I thought the Surf would be a little obvious. But since he got the spec D-drop, I guess I'm okay with that. So it's KO's a KO. I'm not going to be picky about that. So I got lefties and stuff. This match is kind of coming back to me. I think this is kind of like a pseudo rain team I have going on. I'm not 100% about it, but I guess I leave Gorbis in to die, so I can get a safe switch into something else as he brings in his Raikko's Life Orb. So it's a little dangerous. We're gonna go ahead and bring in the Gaga to handle it, and he decides to switch out, goes into his Wheezing, which is one of the main reasons I stopped using Kangaskhan in UU. I should probably start doing that again, but I need to bring Wheezing counters because Wheezing is just a pain in my ass. So I switch out, go to my Ludicolo, decide I want to get the rain set up and threaten him from the special side, and since I'm special, I won't really mind taking a burn. And it's funny that I'm Vagina and I'm burned. I should probably see a doctor about that. But he's going to switch out, go into his Snorlax here as I set up the rain. He's going to be more of a special defender than his Wheezing. So he's bringing 2 walls here, one for each occasion here. But since I am burned, I'm not going to get paralyzed from this, but he's going to take me out anyway. And that Hydro Pump miss was... It irritated me because he had the... I had the rain up, so it would have done some good damage. But because I have the rain up, I can bring in Fuse Box, which is a Choice Specs Jolteon, and I'm going to hit him with a Thunder, and it disappointingly does less than half. So I'm losing a lot of momentum here because I'm too busy looking at my fingers and how my fingers are actually finging, and my scalp is tingling. There's like a small village in my hair. My eyelids are all fluttery, and I don't know. The game just looked amazing at this point. I was like, Snorlax is really big, and just other random stupid shit like that was going through my mind. But I bring in Kangaskhan, and I decided it's a smart decision at this point to try to go for the low kick right off the bat instead of going for the fake out first to ensure it. But I get a crit, which is, I'm not sure if that really mattered. I don't know how defensive he was. But he brings in Wheezing now. I'm glad the Snorlax is out of the way, so I go for the double edge, just decide, fuck it, you know, I need to get some damage in on this Wheezing. If he wants to go for the paint split or whatever, that's fine. And I get another crit. So Hax Gods are kind of in my favor, and he's gonna go for the Fire Blast. Now keep in mind that the rain's still up, so that's the reason I live with 6 HP and I'm able to take out a Wheezing. That Fire Blast didn't even hurt, and this double edge is gonna take me out from the recoil, and even if I had like 1 on recoil, I had Life Orb, so that's whatever. Got some momentum going again as I bring in my Scarfarachi, just probably gonna go for the U-turn to pick a move depending on that. He brings in a Scyther, which is, you know, not the best matchup, against a Jirachi because I can't really think of anything that Scyther can do to touch me. I flinch him with the Iron Head, and he's going to go for the quick attack, get a crit. Not really going to be that vital because I still got plenty of health left. And just go for another Iron Head, and he keeps going for quick attacks. That's all he really has for me. And yeah, just going to go ahead and Iron Head again. Because I guess Iron Head, while I'm in that current state of mind, is just the easiest thing to do. He brings in a Drift Loon, and I found that really confusing and really funny at the moment. Because I was like, Drift Loon is adorable, but it doesn't really do anything here. Because he just gets a stockpile up, and I'm just going to take him out with another Iron Head. So he's not that defensive that he can take 2 of those. I think Drifblim can probably take 2 of those, so I don't know why he didn't have that. But he's got a Raikou out, and I'm like, you know what? It's easy button. I was just mashing A at that point while just looking around the room. I was like, Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head, Iron Head. I went into, like, autopilot, and I was like, Iron Head needs more Iron Head up in this bitch. And I flinch hacks him to death, which is, you know, kind of a dick move. But it's not very often I use Scarfrachi, and it's not very often I get myself like that. So I guess a little different thing for the occasion, and that is going to be both matches for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking around today. I wasn't actually planning on doing an upload, but since I figured, you know, I recorded Ninbuzz and Poke Mosh Pit's upload, I might as well do one from my channel, send it your way, and see what you guys think of it. And that's going to be it for today. I will leave both links in the description if I can find them. And I will probably be streaming tomorrow as well. I'll upload videos according to that and stuff. And you guys will probably see your next upload on Saturday or Sunday or Monday, something like that. Maybe Saturday. I don't know. I'll see you guys later.